Next on Worcester News Tonight, UMass Memorial welcoming a special visitor today, thanks to a new partnership. We'll have the details. Plus, recognizing bullying in schools, advice to teachers and parents on how to keep kids safe. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm Catherine Andrioli. Worcester's downtown is undergoing a revitalization. The centerpiece of the urban renewal plan is City Square. Frank Holland has a look at the progress.
New construction in downtown Worcester. New jobs.
This is hope. This is Worcester reinventing itself.
It's all part of City Square, a $565 million public-private development replacing the failed Worcester Center Galleria. It's mixing shopping, offices, and apartments.
I see this as just the tip of the iceberg.
Right behind me, 370 luxury apartments are being built. It is the biggest residential development here in Worcester in years. Rents at 145 Front will start at $1,300 a month, about 2/3 the average cost of an apartment in Boston.
Look at the property values and what your real estate dollar rent or buy can get you in Worcester and compare it to other cities in Massachusetts.
The job market also growing. UMass Memorial Medical Center building new offices at City Square, bringing 500 high-tech positions.
We bring some jobs downtown. It allows us to recruit better people in, builds up the economy of the city, which improves the health of the people in this region.
A mural festival last year also improving the appearance of downtown.
And I was like, that's where I want to say I'm married.
This one reading, "I love you, marry me." The background for this engagement.
I saw that mural and I was like, I'm not waiting any longer. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Yeah. Dead Horse Hill, a new gourmet eatery on Main Street, one of 55 new restaurants to open in the past year.
We're really happy to be a part of a community that's really changing.
The menu, American casual with a focus on craft cocktails.
We think we fit in perfectly with that.
From their plates to City Place, Worcester is changing.
This really is a renaissance.
Many seeing a small downtown with a huge upside.
Well, Worcester is the second largest city in New England, but we haven't always looked like it and we haven't always felt like it, and we're changing that.
And Captain America paid a special visit to children at UMass Memorial Medical Center today. The hospital is collaborating with Siemens in a program to conserve energy and teach pediatric patients about energy and sustainability. Kids got a chance to meet Captain America and take pictures today while learning about renewable energy. Siemens' collaboration is part of a 10-year energy performance contract with UMass Medical School to reduce energy consumption and is predicted to save $5 million in energy savings over 10 years. Today, patients had a chance to build their own wind turbines and to learn about energy efficiency and its relevancy in everyday life.
Today we are reaching kids who are here at the hospital who really could use a distraction and some fun and a fun project. So for 2 hours, forget about everything and involve themselves in a really fun project and project-based learning and working as a team and exploring and getting excited when you're successful and when your wind turbine works, and it's really exciting.
Siemens will also focus on using solar energy at UMass Memorial. They are predicted to save almost 2 million kilowatt hours of electric energy in the first year of the project. A man who police say tried to impersonate one of their own is facing charges. Leicester's police chief says the man tried to steal hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise from a Walmart. Brittany Schaefer spoke to Leicester police today and has the details.
The defendant identified himself as a Massachusetts State Police Special Investigations Unit officer.
53-year-old Kevin Whitney is arraigned in Western Worcester District Court. Leicester police say he tried to walk out of this Walmart with hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise, later telling store employees he was a police officer.
This defendant walked out of the store with electronics, passing all points of sale, Your Honor.
When they approached the individual who was shoplifting, he indicated to loss prevention that he was a special state police investigator and displayed a badge on his belt, and he appeared to have a firearm on his waistline on his belt.
Chief James Hurley says Whitney had about $689 worth of groceries, electronics, and pet supplies. The loss prevention officers gave Leicester police Whitney's license plate number, helping lead officers to him.
While taking him into custody, he located a BB gun, which is a replica of a semi-automatic handgun, handcuffs, 2 badges, and a police ID that's phony. And the vehicle which the gentleman was driving also had an operable siren installed in it.
Chief Hurley says shoplifting is a felony, but impersonating a police officer is only a misdemeanor. He says it needs to be treated as a serious crime.
This cuts to the core fabric of our integrity. We work hard every day going out there and doing the right thing. Then you got this guy going out there and pretending to be one of us and doing this. And it's a misdemeanor.
Shoppers at the Walmart say news of the incident comes as a big shock.
It's crazy.
I just can't believe someone would impersonate a police officer to steal.
Exactly. We stand behind our police officers, and then you're going to have somebody that's going to come in and impersonate.
It's a little horrifying.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
An overnight fire in Charlton damages a commercial garage on Griffin Road. Charlton and several surrounding communities responded to the 3-alarm fire. No injuries were reported, and the cause of that fire is still under investigation. Commuter rail trains on the Worcester-Framingham line will be detoured this weekend, starting Friday night, lasting through Sunday afternoon. Commuter rail service will be suspended on the Worcester line between Wellesley Farms and South Station in both directions beginning Friday night at 8:30 p.m. The MBTA says this is due to construction at Boston Landing Station in Alston. The MBTA is arranging for buses to bring inbound passengers from Wellesley to Boston's South Station, along with Back Bay, Newtonville, and West Newton and Auburndale to be taken to the Wellesley Farm stop. According to their website, they say passengers may experience delays of about 20 to 30 minutes. A world-renowned education psychologist speaks at an annual bullying prevention conference in Worcester. The message to educators today is instances of bullying are still happening and adults need to be engaged. Rosalind Flaherty has the story.
More than 300 educators filled a room at North High School Wednesday, listening to ways to prevent and notice signs of bullying.
It's absolutely critical that we as educators get on board together, that realize, number one, that bullying is learned and can be unlearned. But number two is realize we need to be vigilant.
Dr. Michelle Borba is an educational psychologist and bullying and character expert. She's given speeches all over the world and says she wants to break the cycle of youth violence.
I've worked with too many families whose children have killed themselves as a result of bullycide, and I say enough is enough.
Borba says the most common type of bullying is verbal, and it leads to cyberbullying.
Many kids think that they can get away with it. Our hope, number one, is to stop it face to face, because it's less likely to go up the notch to cyber world.
The Worcester Public Schools says the reports of bullying have been consistent over the last 2 years.
Cyberbullying is the number one concern that we have in the Worcester Public Schools. Facebook, Instagram, tweeting, texting. More and more students are becoming adept to using this type of social media.
School safety liaison Rob Pizzella says educators and parents need to monitor social media accounts.
Parents have to make sure that their sons or daughters are liable to some type of bullying online.
Borba says the number one thing adults can do is create relationships with kids.
There is no better tool for getting through to a child. There's also no better tool than stopping bullying. We really need to let our kids know we care, we're there, and we expect them to be kind-hearted children.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
The founder of a Hopkinton shelter for greyhounds has been ordered to stay away from the building after pleading not guilty to animal cruelty charges. Louise Coleman was in court today. She resigned from the board of Greyhound Friends after an investigation found her kennel was unsanitary. The organization had gotten complaints since 2015 about overcrowding and dogs spending too much time in small kennels. Some have come to Coleman's defense, saying the kennel's work is vital to greyhounds. And the snow may almost be melted, but don't put that shovel away just yet. Here's a look outside our studio earlier this evening, where much of those big snow piles have melted, as you can see, but more snow is on the